can identify as any gender you like, not even having a gender at all. But that does not deny that you have hair, that you have eyes, that you have nose, that you have a face. Neither does it deny that you have masculine and feminine energies. I didn't create the world that way. I'm simply someone who tries to understand it and share it. And so, for a healthy masculine energy to develop, for a healthy masculine, and if I was to extend that to say for a healthy boy to develop, people think it's what their father was that determines them. That's actually only a small scale spectrum. It's actually that a healthy masculine needs to have had a healthy feminine or healthy mother figure to have raised them. In the same way, for a healthy feminine to develop, it needs to have attracted or needs to have had a healthy masculine father figure or role model to help it develop. Now you may be asking, well, yeah, why is that? That's the power of the yin and the yang, is how the opposites influence each other to grow. Case in point, the number one need of the feminine in a relationship is actually the power of safety, the power of feeling safe, the power, and safety is not mundanity. So here's another one. Safety is not being like, oh yeah, my partner makes me feel safe, but he's boring as well. That's not safety, by the way. Actually, especially for the feminine, safety means you can be as crazy as you want within the dynamics of knowing no matter what happens, you will be protected and taken care of. And that's exactly what girl child means. She needs to know that when she's growing up, daddy's always got her back. She needs to know when she's growing up that she can be creative and playful and paint and do things and mix with all the other girls in her class who may be like competing with her and have teenage hormones all over the place. And even if there's criticism, judgment, and shame, that she can come back and daddy will always make the time for her to say you are daddy's little girl. It's so important to me, it's so safe, it's so valuable. That's what gives her a strong sense of security. And so when she's going back to school, battling those teenage years, battling like this competitiveness, a lot of us have had shitty high school years. And we go back in the space where everybody's competing because we're all trying to figure out who we are. Our egos and our hormones both are aging at the same time, trying to figure out who we are, competing, etc. And if we have that level of safety back home, that level of validation from a strong father figure to say, you are so special and important to me. No matter what happens, I'll be here for you. And that doesn't just look like daddy's on the computer, you come, yes, I love you, you're going to be safe, okay, now I'm going to start you on. It's actually taking the time for it. It allows the feminine to develop in its power. And the feminine has a lot of fiery power that the masculine does not have. The feminine is dynamic. It's like water, it flows. And as I was telling someone earlier today in the morning, I was talking to people, I said one of the principles of water is that its structure is in its lack of structure. It's in the fact that it can flow. The same water you see on the ocean, when you step into it yesterday, it was so gentle against our feet. That same water can crush people when its waves are 20 feet high. The same water, ruthlessly. That's the power of the feminine. Is that when it needs to be a feisty lioness, it can step in and it can be that. But at the same time, when it needs to be the gentle, nurturing mother, the mother ape who holds her baby so close to her chest and keeps it loved, protected, and safe, it can do that. The masculine doesn't have that bandwidth. The masculine has a different type of bandwidth. But that bandwidth of ours has been shortened drastically. Because, like we said, if our father figure hasn't been able to protect us from the threats of in and around our own environment, and those threats are around shame, judgment, even other people, other relatives, other family members, other people's, shame, comparison to other siblings, comparison to, other families, and like, oh, why couldn't you be like her, she's doing this, blah, 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 shaming you around your clothes, shaming you around how you look, even going to the extent of saying you look so slutty, etc., because that's a reflection of his own insecurity, then the feminine now grows up so constrained, so prisoned, so wounded, so hurt, so damaged. Now this is important because just like yesterday, then a major piece of your reparenting, if you want to develop that feminine, is to go back and as if you're a male role model in your life, as if you were that father figure, to reparent yourself, that little inner child, that little girl, with safety, with love, with protection, with affection, with saying no matter what you do, even to the extent as bad as it sounds, you may kill someone, but daddy will be here for you. He may not get you off the line, but he will be here for you. You have to have that level of trust and faith in a strong masculine role model and role identity.